boys and girls. I'm Miss Lisa. I'm here to guide you in a yoga practice today. I'm not sure if you have ever practiced yoga before or maybe this is your first time. Doesn't matter if you have practiced before or if you have not, you are in the right place. There are only two things you need for this practice. One is space. Just a little space. You can see I have some space here where you can move about. The second is a towel or a mat to put down on the floor. This is a thin yoga mat. You don't have to have a yoga mat. A beach towel works really great, or a large bath towel, or even a blanket. So if you could take a moment and find a spot, gather your towel. So maybe you need to turn the video off while you get your things or get your towel, and then come on back, and when you are ready, turn the video back on. All right, so here we are. Hopefully you're back with your towel or your blanket, and we are ready to get started. Yoga helps to calm us down. We use our breath to calm down, and then we'll move through some amazing poses, which I think you will definitely enjoy. I'm going to teach you two breaths today. The first one is called snake breath. To practice snake breath, I want you to sit up nice and tall. You might be doing that already. So rather than having your shoulders shrug down, lift your shoulders up and back, then down. And you can rest your hands just right above your knees. When snakes are coiled and resting, they're very calm. So imagine you're all coiled up and resting. When they move very smoothly and they slither. So they're rather calm creatures. Breathing like a snake, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. As you draw the breath in, you can feel your belly expand, getting a little bigger, because you're drawing all that air in. Do you feel that? You might even put your hand on your belly. When you let the breath go, we're going to hiss out of our mouth like a snake. And take it slow and controlled, and you'll feel your belly shrink or contract as the air pushes out. Ready? Let it go. Nice, let's try it again. This time, see if you can make your breath last a little bit longer when you hiss it out. Take that breath in and hiss it out. Nice. You can practice that breath. The more you practice it, the longer you'll be able to extend that hissing sound. Just like anything, the more you practice, the easier it becomes. So that's one breath, the snake breath. The second breath I wanted to share with you is called gorilla breath. For gorilla breath, we're going to come up onto our knees, like in a knee stand, and we're going to open our arms like fists, and we'll be pounding our fists on our chest like a gorilla does. But we'll start by taking that breath in, filling up your tummy, and this time as you exhale, pound on your chest and let out a roar like a gorilla might do. It helps to loosen anything up that might feel tight in your chest. Let's try that again. Take a breath in and let it go. Feeling nice and loose and free. That's gorilla breath. So again, you can practice both of those breaths at home. With that said, we're going to take a few poses to warm our body up, and then from there, we're going to go on a magic carpet ride. Come to your mat and come to all fours. Your knees are under your hips, and your hands are under your shoulders, and look down towards your thumbs. Like a cow, we're going to drop our belly, look forward, and go moo. like a cat, round your back, make an arch as you look towards your belly and say, meow. So it's moo, meow. Take it a few times. And what we're doing here is really just warming up our back body, our whole spine, as we move from cow to cat. Yeah. Let's take it one more time. Nice. Find your way back to a seated posture. From here, we're going to take that magic carpet ride. I want you to imagine that your towel or your blanket is a magic carpet. Plant your feet, reach for the sides. So like a carpet, you're gonna pick the sides up. And then what I'd like you to do is to lift your feet up off of the earth. And when you do that, you're gonna feel a little tightening in your tummy, which is a good thing. This midsection is our core, and we're building strength at our core as we're flying on our magic carpet. Yeah. Now, I didn't tell you where we're going. You have to use your imagination as we fly to a rainforest. So flying to the rainforest. Nice. Land your magic carpet and put it back down. Welcome to the rainforest. What is a rainforest? I'm thinking you know that. It's a forest. It's a little different than the forest we see around here. It has a thick amount of trees, a lot of trees. The trees look different than what we see here I live in Wisconsin, but wherever you live, there's a lot of rain that falls. So the trees that grow there are trees that can take that kind of a climate. There's also a lot of amazing animals that live in the rainforest, and we are going to learn about some of those animals. We're actually going to learn yoga poses that represent the animals. We'll also take some poses that represent some things that you see in nature when you are in a rainforest. To help us along, we are going to use a book, and this book is by Teresa Howling. The book is called Rainforest Adventure. I'm not going to read the book to you, but I want to show you the pages as each page, and I realize the words are backwards for you, as each page will show us another animal or a piece of nature in the rainforest so we can learn that pose. So the first one we already talked about was tree. There are a lot of amazing trees in the rainforest, and we're going to make tree pose. You might have practiced this pose somewhere along the line. We will come to our mat to a standing posture. This is our only standing pose, and I'm moving all the way back to my wall so you can see my whole body. At one point, I'm going to lift my arms up, and I know that they're going to come out of your view, but it's okay. I'll explain exactly what we're doing. So for tree pose, we will stand on one foot. Doesn't matter which foot because we'll do both. So 1 foot plants, pick the other foot up, put the sole of that foot along the side of your leg, somewhere below the knee. If you like your toe down, you can see how my toe is down, that will make the pose a little easier because it's easier to balance if your toe is down on the earth. So the toe can be down or you can slide it up. Draw your hands in towards your heart. You feel steady. You can make your arms into branches. Now, the branches can be hanging down like vines, or you can draw them up all the way up. And here's where my hands will come out of your view, but they're simply reaching up to the sky. Yeah, that's tree pose. Nice. Draw your hands back, let your foot come down. We'll take the same posture on the other side. So now the opposite foot comes up. Yeah, and then again, make your tree pose. Yeah, so there's tree pose. Bring your hands back and bring your foot down. Nice. So that was our first rainforest yoga pose, tree pose. The next one is monkey pose. There's lots of monkeys in the rainforest, and you see a drawing here of a few. So monkey pose is a fun one. stand up, separate your feet about hip width, and then we'll hinge forward, letting the crown of your head come down towards the earth. Then you can dangle your arms, and you can even reach your hands through your legs, and you can make the sound of a monkey. I'm going to turn the other way so you can see the pose from this side and see how your arms come through. Yeah. And again, the crown of your head is facing towards the earth. So it's a nice release for that upper body. So that's monkey pose. You got it. The next pose is snake pose. Sometimes you'll hear this called Cobra Pose. Cobra is a kind of snake. And you can see the boy in the picture, that is Cobra Pose or snake pose. So for this pose, we will come down onto our stomachs. You want to untuck your feet so the tops of your feet are on the mat. And walk your hands so they're just a little further back behind your shoulders. Your elbows will point behind you rather than wide, point behind you. Start by looking down at the mat so your face is touching the mat. And then we'll go ahead, lift your head, lift your face, look forward. Stick your tongue out. Make the sound of a snake. And then lower back down. Try it one more time, snake pose. Yeah, nice. So now you know snake breath and snake pose. The next posture, pose, is lizard pose. So there are definitely lizards in the rainforest. And this pose will get a nice stretch in your legs, your inner leg, and your back leg will feel a stretch as well. Come to all fours, and we'll take our right leg and step it forward. Have the ankle under the knee, and then bring your hands inside your foot, and you might walk the back leg back a little farther. Now you can stay up here on tall arms, like I'm doing here, lizard pose, or you can bring your forearms all the way down. Yeah, this is lizard pose. We'll hold it just a little bit. Again, you should feel a stretch in the front, inner thigh, and then your back leg, the muscle in the front of the leg, that top muscle, it's actually called your quad or your quadricep, but you need to remember that. So just go ahead and hold the pose, maybe look around. Yeah, like a lizard. And then I don't really know I don't think lizards make a sound. I'm not sure, but I think they're kind of quiet and sneaky. And then we'll go ahead and take the same thing on the other side. So now the left leg comes forward. This side might feel a little different than the other side. Again, your arms can be tall, or you can bring them down if you like that option better. Whatever feels good. Check that the knee is over the ankle or a little behind it. You just don't want it to come forward of the knee. And then we'll hold the pose. Look around. And there's your lizard pose. Great. So that's lizard pose. All right, next up we have dolphin pose. And you can see dolphin. So dolphin pose, our body makes almost a V shape. And we can start by placing our hands about shoulder width, tucking your toes under, then lift up and reach your hips back. Do you see how I'm making a V? You might know this pose if you've practiced yoga before. This is a really common pose. It's called downward facing dog. And dolphin is very similar to this pose. The only difference is that we bring our forearms down, elbows are under your shoulders. You can clasp your hands together or your palms can come down. And then you are looking back towards your feet. So that's dolphin pose. Got it? Nice. So there's dolphin pose. All right, next is butterfly. And this is a seated posture. You're gonna sit down and let the soles of your feet come together. You can't see my feet. And your knees fall side to side like wings on a butterfly. And again, sitting up nice and tall rather than hunching forward. And if this feels tight in your inner thighs here, you can bring your feet further away. My guess is that you can probably get your feet pretty close. Yeah. And that is butterfly. You just close your eyes, imagine you're flying like a butterfly, really looking beautiful as they fly around the rainforest. Nice. All right. The next pose is waterfall. So waterfall is something in nature. And waterfall, we come down to our backs, as you see the boy in the picture. Come to your back, and then we'll draw our legs straight up, and the soles of your feet shine towards the sky, and your arms can be alongside your body. You might close your eyes here. You can have your eyes open if you like, just looking straight up. Your legs represent the water. This is a really, really nice pose. Your body is actually partly upside down, which doesn't happen a lot during the day. It's a great pose to calm the mind. This is waterfall pose. Now I'm going to show you one other thing you can do with waterfall pose. If you are near a wall, and if you're not, that's okay, but you can try this anytime. If you're near a wall, you can actually put your legs up the wall. You kind of work your bottom so it's right up to the wall. And then with your legs up the wall, you feel more of a stretch in the back of your legs. Back of your legs, that's called your hamstrings. So it's waterfall pose. It's a really great pose that you can do, as I said, anytime. If you're feeling stressed, there's always a wall. You probably have a wall in your bedroom, maybe a wall in your living room. Just go to the wall and take the pose. You can stay there for 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Again, closing your eyes, just allowing your body to be still and relaxed. All right, that was the last pose in this book. The book ends with this boy saying that rainforests need to be preserved. Losing them would be a shame. We can forever keep them the same. So it's kind of a nice little message in the book. Although the book is finished, there are still more animals in the rainforest. And I can't hear you at home, but I want you to take a moment and think of some other animals or other pieces of nature that you might find in the rainforest. Now, I can't hear you, but you can still say them out loud. Let your thinking caps go on for a moment. Now, again, I don't know what you said, but I have on these cards a few other animals that you might see in the rainforest. So I don't know if these are the ones you said, but let's see what's here, and I'll show you the poses. Okay, so this one is Parrot. Again, that's backwards for you. Parrot. You know what a parrot is. It's a bird. And the parrot doesn't fly a lot. It does have wings. And the parrot often stands on one foot. So I'm going to crouch down on one foot. And I'm going to bring the opposite foot, the ankle, up above my knee. And I'm going to bring my hands to my shoulders. And those are my little wings. And there's Parrot. So what might the parrot say? Hello. Hello. Yeah, there's Parrot pose. Now again, we want to take that on the other side. So we're kind of equal with what we're doing on our body. So now I'm standing on the opposite foot. Bring that opposite ankle up. Now again, you might fall out of the pose, lose your balance and fall out. Totally fine. You just get back up and do it again. Yeah. So there's Parrot pose. Probably wants a cracker. No, I don't think they really say that. All right. Next one is Jaguar. You know what a Jaguar is. Jaguar is a member of the cat family. They're very sleek. They're quick. And Jaguar, I'm going to show you this on my mat, and you might even walk off of your mat a little further away. I won't do that because then you won't see me, but you could do that as well. So we'll start on all fours. Nice. And then we'll step 1 foot forward and the same arm. So kind of slowly. And step the other foot forward. And then the other one. And then again, you can walk right off your mat and make your way back like the Jaguar. They're quick and sneaky. And eventually make your way back so you can see me again. All right, we have just a few more, 3 more left. This one is, owl, a spectacled owl. Spectacled means it looks like they're wearing spectacles. Spectacles is another name for glasses. Owls have very good eyesight. We say they have keen eyesight, and that is because they're nocturnal, which I think you know means that they are sleeping during the day, awake at night when it's dark, so they have to have keen eyesight so they can see. So for owl, let's perch up on the balls of our feet, and then we will use our thumb and our forefinger to make eyes, and there's owl. And what sound do the owls make? Hoo! Hoo! Yeah, there's owl. Yeah, so spectacled owl. All right, next one, monkey. We already did monkey, but let's see if you remember it. Do you remember monkey pose? It's kind of swinging side to side. Yeah, monkey. And last but not least, I don't remember what this one is. Oh, a bird. Okay, the macaw. The macaw lives in the rainforest. Macaws do fly, and they fly like 40 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. I think they're predominantly red. So we will be a macaw with wings. Yeah. Whoa, my macaw almost wiped out. Yeah. And then you might want to fly around. Yeah. So there's your macaw pose. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Now, I don't know if I came up with the pose, if I said the pose that you thought of, but if you did think of something else in the rainforest that I didn't mention, you can make up a pose. It's kind of the fun of yoga postures. See if you can make up a pose and maybe share it with someone at your house. That would be amazing. So it is time for us to leave the rainforest. We're going to go back to our magic carpet, which is going to give us a little bit more core. So find the sides of your carpet. Remember how we pick our feet up and there your core is engaging. And then you're flying along. Nice. And then we'll land back. So we've left the rainforest. We're going to come on our back. And we're going to take one more posture before our resting posture. And that's bridge. We're going to make a bridge. So you know what a bridge looks like. Your feet are about hip width and they're planted. Arms alongside your body. Your knees shine straight ahead rather than falling out. So they shine forward. And then look up at the sky and then lift your hips up and make a bridge. And your arms can come behind your back. Yeah, this is a nice stretch for the front side of the body. This whole section of your core. Lift up. And then eventually release your arms and come all the way back down. Nice. Shavasana is next. Shavasana is our resting pose. For many people, this is their favorite part of class. You can reach your legs long, your arms are alongside your body, and close your eyes, and I want you to simply relax and be. Just be still. Imagine you're floating, maybe you're floating on a cloud. You have no place that you need to arrive at. You're just floating. Your body feels light and free. As you simply move about. Now, if you want to stay here a little longer, again, you can turn the video off and stay as long as you like. Maybe you want to stay here for 5 minutes. Just breathe and be. Maybe you can practice your snake breath right there while you're in Shavasana, laying down on your mat. We will eventually need to come out of the pose. To do that, we'll draw our knees in towards our chest, give them a nice hug, And then roll a little bit side to side. Roll to one side and push your way back up to a seated posture. Seated cross leg. Sometimes we say crisscross applesauce. I don't know if you use that at all. Once you're here, I'm going to ask you to switch your legs because it seems we always put the same leg forward. Think about it. I think you do always put the same leg forward. I know I do. So this is nice just for a little change for your body. We'll end our yoga class today with Namaste. And you might have heard Namaste. The word simply means the light in me sees and bows to you. And I am thanking you for tuning in to my yoga class today and practicing yoga with me. And if you feel that you want to bow back to me, saying thank you to me, then you'll answer back Namaste. So we'll draw our hands to our heart, nice tall spine. Again, the shoulders up, back, and down. Take a deep breath in, take a snake breath in. Hiss it out. Together, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again. I'll put some more videos together and put them up online for you. Feel free to comment or have your parents comment back what you liked. Maybe if there's something that you are looking for that I didn't include today, you can add that in. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.